work in a school, and the other day I was in the reception class. I'm not a teacher, I'm in the office, but I was just visiting the reception kids, and they were doing finger painting, and the teacher had done an example of finger painting, and I just thought that is so cute. I'm going to steal that idea and we're going to do it in scrap fabric. So what she'd done is she'd just used her thumb and printed along, and then she was turning each of the little thumbprints into a bug, and it just looked really cute, and I thought that is a great scrap fabric project, something we can whip up really easily but it will look really fun. So I'm going to get together some scraps. I'm going to get some aughts of thread, some little scraps of fabric, and we're going to make our own little bug display. And I was thinking sort of like a Victorian display case of bugs. Give you a closer look at the bottom bit there. So I'm just going to use a little bit of glue to attach them temporarily, and then we'll start stitching. So I'm just using normal embroidery thread. I'm just going to use one strand, but I will build up the layers a little bit, and it's going to hopefully look a bit of a sketchy kind of look. So I'll be using back stitch mainly, but I won't be sort of neatly going back where I came from. I'll be overlapping the stitches, making them look a little bit sketchy. And with this kind of thing you have to trust the process a little bit. Looks a little bit random at the moment, but I'm hoping all the stitching will bring the style together so it looks like the same kind of piece. And when one is done, it still might look a bit funny, but hopefully when all of them are done it will look like what I'm thinking. I mean, already it looks very different from the finger painted thing because they were just single colours for each little thumbprint. I think it was the size and shape of the thumbprint that sort of attracted me to what I'm trying to do now. I might make this one slightly smaller. A very simple idea. You could scale it right down and do it on a card, like a birthday card, a greetings card. That would be fun. You could just do, if someone's got a favourite beetle or loves ladybirds or something, you could very much focus on one bug. If you've got someone who works with bugs, particularly likes bugs, then this is the project for you. Yeah. The glue is going a bit minky. That's the first one done, just with some very simple details. Legs, that might need to be a little bit longer. I might go back and add some more details. Some of them might be like stag beetles and have big sort of claw things at the front. Some of them might just have little antennae, and some are going to be kind of basic. I thought this looked like a little kind of sting almost, so I'm going to highlight that there. But this will be sort of the minimum I do on each one, so I'll come back when we are at that point to add more details. Here are all my bugs so far, and I am pretty pleased with them. They're all slightly different. Tried to do a little bit of shading with the black, but I don't think that looks quite right. So on some of the plainer ones, I might add in sort of a bit of pink on this fellow, maybe some orange here, just to give it just to break up their shapes a little bit. I really like the ones that already have patterns on them. This one's a bit of a stag beetle, and this one is as well. Now I'm going to get on with these guys. This was going to be an earthworm, so I'm just thinking of sewing sort of ridges on it. This is the cocoon. I'm not sure that really needs much detail, and this is a millipede or a centipede, and I think I've given it a bit more space because I think we're going to have sort of spiky grassy bits. I'm not sure whether to do that in green yet or stick with the black outline. Turkey work might look really good along the top there with lots and lots of legs, so you need space. So we're going to do our earthworm. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this piece, to be honest. It might look kind of cool on a cushion. A cushion that's not sort of overused. Not one you sit on every day. But it might look quite cool as a cushion. Or you could have it on an apron or a piece of clothing. Or just like a banner. Do the worm. I'm not sure how I'm going to do the face of the worm. That is, take off his backing. Like, I don't want it to look too cutesy. This one kind of gave eyes. It looks okay. But, yeah, I'm not sure I want it looking like it actually has a recognisable face. We'll see. See how it looks. Now, I do know this is prone to falling apart, this fabric, fraying. So I'm going to do quite a indent where I'm sewing, so I'm not sewing right at the edge in case it wants to fray a bit. Now, I think these guys are looking pretty good. I've also done my little earthworm, this little cocoon, and this caterpillar has got lots and lots of little legs and some spikes. But what I wanted to do on this one was a little bit of turkey work, so very fine, just coming off the top to mix in with the black straight stitches there. I could do just some more straight stitches, but I want it a little bit 3D. This is the fun bit of turkey work. We're just going to snip our edges and maybe give them a little trim. Maybe give them a little comb out. Got a little bit knotty here. I'm just going to use the needle to spread out the bits of thread, so you can't really see the black bits I did now, which I don't know how I feel about that. I think that looks alright. Let me know in the comments what you would do if you made a load of bugs.